All right, for all of you preparing for your exams, listen up. There's one document you absolutely cannot afford to ignore, the RBI's latest report on currency and finance. Today, we're going to decode its central theme, India's digital blueprint for becoming a developed nation. So let's dive straight into the key concepts you absolutely need to know.
And really, this is the big question. The entire RBI report revolves around this single powerful goal. It's the mission statement that's driving every single policy and strategy that we're about to explore.
And here's the answer they give us, a powerful concept called open economy digitization. Now, the report calls this the primary accelerator for India's 2047 vision, so let's break down exactly what on earth that means.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the core vision, then look at the economic pillars. That's trade and remittances. After that, we'll get into the engine driving it all, the DPI, and the new foundation, which is data. Then, we'll tackle the challenges and wrap it all up with a rapid-fire summary of the key takeaways for your exams. Let's get into it.
First up, let's get our definitions straight. You know how it is in exams, being precise is everything. So what exactly is this big idea that the RBI is putting forward?
Okay, this is a big one. You'll want to have this definition down cold. Open economy of digitalization is all about using digital products and services in a cross-border setting, so for trade, income, and investment. Basically, it's about using tech to plug India's economy more deeply into the global system. This is an absolutely must-know term.
Okay, so that's the theory. But where does the rubber meet the road? Well, the report zeroes in on two key pillars that are being completely transformed by this digital push: international trade and services, and of course, remittances from our diaspora.
And the growth here is just wow. I mean, look at these numbers. This chart shows that India's digitally delivered services exports have absolutely exploded, going from just $31 billion back in 2005 to $257 billion in 2023. That is more than an eightfold increase. It really cements India's role as a global powerhouse in digital services.
And get this, it's not slowing down anytime soon. The RBI is projecting that by 2047, our target year for becoming a developed nation, India's digital trade could be worth a staggering $2.4 trillion. Now, that's not just a number. It's a testament to the incredible potential that lies ahead. Definitely a key data point to remember. All right, here's another piece of jargon you absolutely need to know: servicification. It sounds complicated, but it's pretty simple. It just means we're embedding more and more services into the goods we manufacture and export. Think about a modern car. It's not just steel and rubber anymore. It's packed with software, complex design, and logistics services. And as you can see, this is a growing strength for India's exports.
Now let's switch gears to remittances. Traditionally, sending money home through banks was, let's be honest, slow and really expensive. But digitalization, through these new fintech companies, or RemTechs, is a total game changer. They offer much lower costs and way faster transfers, which helps us meet that UN Sustainable Development Goal of keeping remittance costs under 3%. This is just a classic example of digital disruption in action.
So, you might be wondering, what's the engine powering this whole transformation? Well, it's India's world-famous Digital Public Infrastructure, or DPI. This is the tech backbone, what people call the India stack, that makes everything else we've talked about possible.
And the scale here is it's mind-boggling. I mean, we've got Aadhaar, which has provided a digital identity to 1.4 billion people. We have UPI, which processed over 131 billion, that's billion with a B, transactions last year alone. And then you have DigiLocker and Cohen. These are just stellar examples of building digital systems that actually work for over a billion people. These aren't just platforms, they are true national assets.
Okay, exam tip. To help you remember the benefits of DPI for your exams, we've got a great little mnemonic for you: FIRE. DPI has fostered innovation, improved the efficiency of government spending, reduced leakages and corruption, and enabled financial inclusion on a massive scale. FIRE, super easy to remember, but incredibly powerful in its impact.
And here's the really cool part. India isn't just building this technology for itself. We're taking our DPI global. A fantastic example is the UPI Pay Now link with Singapore, which allows for instant, low-cost money transfers between the two countries. I mean, this is literally the future of international payments.
Right, so a digital economy runs on data. That's pretty obvious. But that data has to live somewhere, right? It needs to be stored, processed, and kept secure. This section is all about the physical foundation of our digital world, data centers, and a really fascinating new concept called data embassies. Now this chart really tells the story, doesn't it? The US has over 5,000 data centers, while India has around 150. But look, this isn't a weakness. It's a sign of immense growth potential. Policies that are promoting data localization are designed to capture this exact opportunity and establish India as a major global data hub.
Okay, pay close attention to this next one, because this is a brand new concept that is prime exam material, a data embassy. Just imagine this. A country stores a secure backup of its most critical government data in a physical data center in another country, but that data center legally remains under its own jurisdiction. It's just like a diplomatic embassy, but for data. It's all about ensuring digital continuity even if there's a crisis back home.
And this isn't just some hypothetical idea. India has a very clear ambition here. The goal is to set up these data embassies in Gujarat's Gift City. This would position India not just as a user of technology, but as a trusted global custodian of digital assets for other nations.
Okay, but let's be realistic. A transformation this big, it's not going to be a walk in the park. The report is very clear that there are definitely some hurdles that we need to overcome.
And you guessed it, we've got another mnemonic to help you lock these challenges into your memory. IGTMI. You can think of it as, I got my IP. The key challenges are ensuring interoperability between different systems, establishing clear governance, avoiding technological dependency on just a few players, preventing monopolies, and of course, safeguarding intellectual property. So remember, IGTMI.
All right, we have covered a ton of ground. So now, let's pull everything together into one final cheat sheet. This is the slide you're definitely going to want to screenshot for your last-minute revision.
Okay, let's do a rapid recap. The vision? Develop nation by 2047. The method? Open economy digitalization. The big projection? $2.4 trillion in digital trade. What's the remittance cost target? The SDG goal of 3%. India's engine? DPI. Its benefits? Just remember, FIRE. That new concept you need to know? Data embassy. The challenges? Remember, IGTMI, and a key global link? The UPI Pay Now system. Got it? Excellent.
You know, don't just take my word for it. This quote from the report itself perfectly summarizes the core message. The journey to 2047 is transformative, and India's world-class digital public infrastructure is the key catalyst that's going to boost us towards that goal.
So I want to leave you with one final critical question. The technology is amazing, the scale is impressive, but that's only half the story. As future leaders and policymakers, the real challenge for you will be this. How do we ensure this digital growth is inclusive? How do we make absolutely certain that every single Indian, not just a select few, benefits from this revolution? That's the question to carry with you. Best of luck with your preparations.